Hi everybody, Joanie Somes here again on the road to safer senior driving. And today we're going to talk about strengthening our muscles. Remember last time I warned you I was going to bring my lima beans. Oh, this is my spinach and my lima beans. Well, I brought them, but oddly enough, I realized as I looked at the exercises we're going to do, I didn't need either one of them. But now I guess I'll have to eat my veggies. So let's review just a little bit. Remember that we talked about how driving requires physical strength and flexibility of our arms and legs, and that's the reason we're going to talk a little bit about these exercises. Remember, as we get older, our strength and our flexibility gets a little bit less. We also tend to hurt a little bit more when we're moving around. So what we want to do is make ourselves as strong and as flexible and as able to be driving that vehicle as we can. So we're going to do some gentle exercises that will help to increase your strength and your flexibility. Keep in mind, the ones that we're talking about right now are mostly for flexibility and strength for driving, and it's always a good idea before you do any exercises to make sure that it's safe to do so with your doctor, especially a couple of the ones that we're going to talk about here. And the reason the kitty is on there is not because it's a picture of one of my cats, although it looks like all of my kitties, is to remind us to stretch out gently before you do any of your exercises. I'll also let you know that at the end of these exercises, there'll be a QR code that you can go to get a hard copy of similar exercises related to driving. So let's get started with the first exercise here, neck flexing. Easier to say than do, maybe. All I can say is you need to be able to flex your neck and turn your head so you can check your blind spot. And you want to be able to check your blind spot on your passenger side as well as on your driver's side. And as you can see, I just proceeded to gently turn my head to the left, and then I gently turned my head to the right. And this is the first exercise. How hard was that? We're going to do a little bit more neck flexing, and basically if you think about just sitting squarely on your chair and go ahead and bring your head down and then bring your head up and then tilt your head back. Bring it back to the center, bring it down, back to the center, back, and then down. Now, I should caution you, if you get dizzy or feel weak, you may want to hang on to something. First of all, if it makes you really dizzy or weak, don't do this, because sometimes turning your head to the left or to the right or tilting it forward and backward can actually decrease the blood flow to your brain, and I don't want anybody passing out doing this. But ultimately, neck flexing is one of those really good exercises that can help you have a lot more flexibility and be able to see what's going on better. The next one is another simple exercise, and in fact I tell a lot of people when I do these exercises, you could do these in your car. Now the people in the car next to you might think you're weird, but it's okay. Basically, all you really need to do, I'm going to put down my pointer, is just reach out, and what you want to do is straighten your fingers out, hold them, and then relax them. Make a fist. Straighten them out, relax them, make a fist. And ultimately, in the long run, you're relaxing and strengthening your hand muscles, and you might think, well, that's a pretty easy exercise. The next exercise is just as easy, and basically here is where you're going to put your hands out, and now you're going to bring your wrists up, hold, and then drop them down, and hold. Bring them up, hold, straighten them out, hold, bring them down, hold. All this wrist flexing as well as finger flexing gives you stronger hands to help you hang on to the steering wheel as well as to turn that steering wheel. Also helps get in and out of the car better. This exercise is related to your shoulder muscles and your back muscles. Ultimately, you could stand or you can sit, so you can certainly do this in your vehicle. And what you're going to do is reach across your chest, and you're going to grab your arm on the other side, and you're just going to pull and help pull your shoulder to the opposite direction. So you're stretching the shoulder, and then we're relaxing. Stretching the shoulder, and then relaxing. Stretching the shoulder and relaxing. Then you're going to switch over to the other arm. Grab your shoulder, stretch, relax, stretch, relax. And this helps to loosen up your shoulders, it helps strengthen your muscles, and ultimately makes it a little bit easier to drive. This one here, with your lower back and your shoulder, you may not be able to see it as well, unless maybe what I might do here is turn my chair and pull my jacket tight. And ultimately what you're going to do is you're going to arch your back inward and then relax your back. And in fact, if you want to slump over, you can. Arch your back inward, hold, relax downward again. This is a good way to ultimately relax your back muscles. Again, something you can do while you're driving, but that lower back and shoulder stretch will help you to have stronger driving muscles as well. And basically all of these exercises you can repeat 4 to 5 times, and what you want to do is increase the number of times you're doing them as you do them over and over and over again, maybe a couple of times a day. The torso twist or stretch has you basically sitting squarely in your chair, and theoretically your arms should be hanging at your side, your fingers nice and curled. At least on one side you can have the other arm slightly relaxed this way, or just keep them both down by your side. But ultimately what you want to do is to turn your trunk and then relax. Turn your trunk. So kind of swivel from your hips as you're doing this. Then we go the other way. I swivel better to the left than I do to the right, and I'm not exactly sure why that is. But ultimately what you're doing is you're twisting your lower muscles so that you relax them a little bit more. A lot of these are as much relaxation exercises as they are strengthening exercises, but because you're using your muscles, ultimately you're helping your driving muscles by doing this. This one is a little bit tougher to show on the camera, but ultimately what we'd like you to do is have you sitting squarely in your chair, and what you're going to do with your hands sitting on your chest is you're going to lift up your leg. Hold it, lower your leg. Lift up your leg, hold it, lower your leg. Lift up your leg, hold it, lower your leg. And you're going, well, this isn't too tough. Well, let's do the other leg now. Up, hold, down. Up, hold, down. Up, hold, down. And I'm only doing 3 of each of these, but know that you should be able to do these like 4 to 6 times, 4 to 8 times each time, and rest a little bit and then do another set of these exercises. In the long run, you'll find that you have stronger upper leg muscles. The last exercise, if I remember correctly, is where you're actually going to do more related to your heel and your shin. And what you basically want to do is be sitting just like you did before. And you want to bring your foot up, bring it to the normal position, and then point down. Hold it while you're pointing down, then bring it to a neutral position, then bring it up. What you'll feel, especially with this one, is the back of your calf is going to get a little bit tighter. So be very careful that you don't jerk your calf up or your foot up. Otherwise, your calf is going to get sore. But point down, hold, neutral position, and then bring your foot up. Let's do the other foot. Point down, neutral position, bring it up so that you're almost trying to touch your toe on your shin, which we know we really can't do. But ultimately, this exercise of your foot down, your foot up, your foot down, your foot up is going to help you with the strength related to your gas pedal as well as your brake pedal. The exercise with your leg going up and down is going to help you with your gas pedal and with your brake pedal. So as you think about these exercises we're doing, we're basically simulating what we do as we drive. A lot of looking left, a lot of looking right, a lot of hanging on, a lot of turning, a lot of relaxing those shoulder muscles, and then a lot of exercises related to our legs as well as our feet. As I promised you, if you want to get a set of these exercises hard copy wise, the Hartford Foundation is a really good agency that deals with seniors. And if you go to the QR code on the right-hand side of your screen, you can actually get another set of exercises that have you standing up and doing a little bit more things, but ultimately these are also driving exercises. If you just want to go to the Hartford Foundation website, that's the QR code on the right side. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with QR codes, and I'm right in there with you guys, what you need to do is get your smartphone and you aim it, the photograph part, right on that little dinosaur. And when it comes up and says, do you want to go to this site? You click it and it will take you right to that website where those exercises are. So good luck with that. I have trouble with my phone. It's not so smart, but it should work for you. Now let's talk just for a few minutes about cognitive ability. Remember, everything we've been doing so far is related to physical ability. Remember, cognitive ability is that ability to process that information you're getting, sorting out distractions, and responding in a timely manner. Well, guess what? There's exercises for your brain as well. Basically, when you think about driving, it's multitasking. And if you can do puzzles like this, it helps to maintain your brain health. Now, what they tell us is you need a combination of physical exercise and cognitive exercise to make you a better driver. So you want to do both of those. The other caution I would say is make sure that you know that your vision and your hearing is intact. So you need to see your provider to make sure that they are evaluating how well you can see and evaluate how well you can hear, because that will affect your driving. So to kind of wrap up a little bit, remember that driving is not an all or none thing. It truly is a safety versus independent thing. And if you have strong muscles, physically as well as mentally, you will find that you are a better driver. So I highly recommend doing exercising so that you are a good and safe driver out there. Remember, you want to have strong and flexible driving muscles, as well as a strong and flexible mind that helps you sort through roadway information and respond to it in a quick and efficient manner. So tune in next time. We're going to talk about car fit.